the top 15 richest DJs in the world. You are watching Griffin Luxury. Welcome back to the most luxurious and now hottest channel on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe, hit like, and share with your friends. Welcome to our video on the top 15 richest DJs in the world. These are some of the most successful and wealthiest DJs in the business, so stay tuned to find out who made the list. If you like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content. Don't forget to leave a comment and let us know what you think. DJ is an abbreviation for disc jockey, a reference to the days when DJs mostly dealt with vinyl records. DJs may now deal with digital audio files rather than physical CDs, but the fundamentals of their profession remain the same. In layman's terms, a DJ is someone who plays music. He does not compose music or perform as a musician. Instead, he employs pre-recorded music by other performers, generally from a huge library of available tunes that corresponds to the topic of the event or location he's working at. The ability of a skilled DJ to make music flow easily and effortlessly in a way that is agreeable to the ears and maintains necessary energy levels is essentially the advantage of a good DJ. This is more sophisticated than it appears at first glance, and the finest DJs will typically have a superb ear for sound, as well as familiarity with sound engineering and musical theory. But here, we got you the richest 15 of them all, according to Wealthy Gorilla, and you might want to consider them for your next big event. Without further ado, we have number 15, Kaskade. Kaskade is a $50 million net worth American DJ and song producer. Ryan Redon, better known as Kaskade, was born in February 1971. He rose to worldwide prominence in 2008 and 2009 when he and other producers pioneered the American progressive house renaissance. This distinct technique earned him several prizes in 2011, including inclusion in DJ Magazine's Top 100 Fall and a position of 30 with Ultra Records. Number 14. Number 14 is Deadmau5. Deadmau5 is a $50 million net worth Canadian progressive house music producer and performer. Deadmau5 gained notoriety in early 2000s thanks to a mouse-like helmet that he wears at gigs. He is now one of the world's highest paid music producers. Deadmau5 has received 6 Grammy nominations during his career. Next at 13 is Armin van Buuren. Armin van Buuren is worth $55 million. Armin van Buuren is a Dutch DJ and record producer who has been named one of the best modern DJs by DJ Mag many times, and is one of only 2 electronic musicians to have received a Grammy nomination. In 12th place is Paul van Dyk. Paul van Dyk is a German EDM DJ, musician, and record producer with a net worth of $60 million. Paul van Dyk was one of the first DJs to achieve international acclaim. As a trance music producer in the early 1990s, he rose to prominence with his remix of Love Stimulation and his own hit single For an Angel. Later in 2005, Van Dyk was among the first artists to be nominated for a Grammy Award in the new category Best Electronic Dance Album for its album Reflections. Coming at 11th place is Afrojack. Afrojack is a $60 million net worth Dutch music producer and DJ. Nick van de Val as Afrojack was born in Spijkenisse, Netherlands, on September 8, 1987. He began playing the piano at the age of 5, but after obtaining a copy of the music sequencing software Fruity Loops, he began experimenting with samples and writing his own songs. Number 10. Paul Oakenfold. Paul Oakenfold is a $65 million net worth English record producer and trance DJ. Paul Oakenfold has remixed over 100 songs for artists like Michael Jackson, Madonna, U2, Moby, and the Rolling Stones. He has received several Grammy Awards for his work and has been named the world's #1 DJ twice by DJ Magazine. Oakenfold has also produced a number of studio albums and soundtrack for films and television programs. Number 9. Thomas Bangalter. Thomas Bangalter has a net worth of $70 million as a French electronic musician, producer, songwriter, and DJ. He is well known as a member of the Daft Punk duo Guy Manuel Diomem Cristo. The duo rose to prominence as one of the most significant forces in electronic music, particularly in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Before disbanding in 2021, Daft Punk impacted numerous other musicians and left us with several hits. Bangalter and Omem Cristo also revealed that they were thinking about retiring with this statement. Our number 8, according to Wealthy Gorilla, is alongside Bangalter, Guy Manuel de Omem Cristo. Guy Manuel de Omem Cristo has a net worth of $70 million as a French musician, producer, songwriter, and DJ. Guy Manuel is well known as half of the iconic French group Daft Punk. He and Thomas Bangalter collaborated on some of the most famous electronic music tunes in recent memory. And he achieved astounding mainstream success. Aside from his work with Daft Punk, Omem Cristo co-founded the record label Cri de More with the co-owner Eric Chedeville. Leaping to 7th is Andrew Taggart. Andrew Taggart is a musician and DJ from the United States with an estimated net worth of $70 million. He is well known as half of the duo The Chainsmokers alongside Alex Paul. Andrew Taggart was born in December 1989 in Freeport, Maine. The Chainsmokers began as a DJ and production team in 2012. Their debut studio album Memories Do Not Open was published in 2017 and peaked at number 1 in the United States and Canada. Right on the 6th space is alongside Taggart, Alex Paul. Alex Paul is a wealthy American musician and DJ with an estimated net worth of $70 million. He is well known as half of the duo The Chainsmokers with Andrew Taggart. Alex Paul was born in May 1985 in Westchester County, New York. We're now moving on to the top 5 richest DJs of all time. Don't forget to subscribe and grow to the luxurious talks here at Griffin channel. Our top 5 is none other than David Guetta. David Guetta is a $75 million net worth French house producer and DJ. Guetta is one of the world's most well-known DJs, and he is recognized for a number of high-profile singles. Guetta has been labeled the grandpa of EDM, but he has also worked with a number of pop stars to create more mainstream songs. David has achieved international success, and he is particularly well-liked in the United Kingdom and the United States. David Guetta's annual salary is reported to be about $30 million. David began his career as a DJ after spinning records at the Broad Club in Paris. Initially, he merely played popular tunes for people to dance to. He eventually found house music and fell in love with this new kind of music. Guetta then began holding his own club events, partnering with local hip-hop musicians. David began releasing his own singles in the mid-1990s. Running in top 4, let's groove to Steve Aoki. Steve Aoki is a Grammy-nominated American electro house musician, performer, DJ, record producer, music entrepreneur, and the founder of Dim Mak Records. Steve Aoki is worth $120 million. Aoki has been the highest-grossing dance artist in North America at various stages in his career. He has worked with several artists, including Linkin Park, Iggy Azalea, Lil Jon, Blink-182, BTS, Backstreet Boys, Rise Against, and Fall Out Boy. Aoki amassed a sizable fan base on college campuses by traveling almost continuously. Every year, Aoki plays around 250 gigs. He headlined more than 55 locations in 60 dates across the United States and Canada during the Dead Meat Tour in the spring of 2012. Feeling upbeat yet? We're not yet done. At number 3 is DJ Tiesto. DJ Tiesto is a wealthy Dutch DJ with a net worth of $170 million. Tiesto, popularly known as the godfather of EDM, is a well-known DJ, producer, and musician who performs for large crowds all over the world. He has 7 studio albums to his credit and generates well over $40 million each year through merchandising, record sales, licensing, and touring. His albums Just Be in 2004 and Elements of Life in 2007 both charted at number 1 in the Netherlands, and his work has been certified gold in a number of countries. DJ Magazine readers elected him world number 1 DJ in 2002, 2003, and 2004, as well as greatest DJ of the last 20 years in 2013. At number 2 is Gianluca Vacchi. Gianluca Vacchi is a $200 million net worth Italian social media star, entrepreneur, DJ, and author. Gianluca made his riches as a major stockholder in the Italian manufacturing company IMA. But he receives tens of millions in dividends each year as one of the company's top individual stockholders. Gianluca decided to leave the corporate sector entirely in 2013 at the age of 46, in order to devote his life to DJing, dancing, and managing his Instagram feed. He became famous after releasing a video of himself dancing with model and ex-girlfriend Georgia Gabriele. In 2016, he released the book #Enjoy. Now on to our top one, last but definitely not the least, is Calvin Harris. Yes, this is what we came for. Calvin Harris is a Scottish singer-songwriter, record producer, and DJ with a $300 million net worth. Calvin is the world's richest DJ as of this writing. He gets $30 to $40 million every year on average. Calvin sold his publishing collection to Vine Alternative Investments for $100 million in October 2020. Over 150 Harris-produced songs were featured in the collection, including duets with Ariana Grande, Sam Smith, Dua Lipa, and Travis Scott. In 2007, he published his debut album, the 80s-inspired I Created Disco. The album was rated gold, and the songs Acceptable in the 80s and The Girls fared successfully in the UK. Following tours, he supported UK electronic titans Groove Armada and Faithless. Not long after his debut, he caught the notice of Australian pop diva Kylie Minogue, with whom he went on to co-write songs for her 2007 album, X. This would kick off a lengthy career for cooperation with a variety of musicians, leading to many of his best successes. And there you have the 15 richest and most successful DJs of all time. Let us know what you think about their mixes in the comment section below. Now don't forget to leave us a thumbs up, subscribe, and stay tuned for more luxurious and mind-blowing topics we have for you right here only at Griffin Luxury. Catch you all next time. Thanks for watching!